Shaboom, shaboom, yada shaboom. Okay, here I am again on the ARRL. Everybody loves to hate them. I like them though. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm not sure where it is. One of the things I think that goes with a membership is they have an archive. It's a QST archive. It goes back to 1915. I forgot where it is now. I don't know where it is. I can't get to it anyway because I don't have a active membership here, but I do have some saved PDFs that I made. Let's try to find it. I found it. So I downloaded all of these old QST PDF files, and there's millions of them. I just started the last time I had a membership. So 1915 was the earliest stuff they have in their archives. I have tons of stuff. To me, this is worth a membership. This is really cool. Just reading through these, and I did some videos on this of just how they were written. Here, I'll just open one up. And how they would write and speak, through their written, let me see here. Yeah, they got these little, yeah. There's like a gold mine of stuff in here. Here they have, the same things. The Q signal, still the same thing. QRA, QRM, are you being oh, it's a question. Wow. So they would list these with questions. Are my signals weak? This is kind of strange. Where's QSL? It's not even in here. QST. QST actually meant have you received, it means general call. I didn't know that. QSR. So that's weird. The way they used to list the Q signals is they were questions. QRT? Should I stop sending? Nowadays they go, I'm going QRT. It's more of a statement. How weird. Q signals were, I don't know, this is just weird. So anyway, that's another gem of having a membership, I think. Just a different way things were originally done like this. I didn't know they did this. I read this one before, but I never noticed that the Q signals were questions, not statements. Weird, man. Let me see. My goal is to download all of it. This is just, okay. And just stitch these together into, multiple, documents with multiple pages. But this gives me an endless supply of discovery. I'm going back to the good old days and reading this stuff, because this is just really, some of this stuff is bizarre. Like how they would write and how they would explain things, and people were still, you can tell, how they write stuff. There's kind of almost, in every writing, there's some kind of social comment. There's some kind of way whoever wrote the article has kind of, nothing's non-biased. I don't care what you say. There's always some kind of bias towards something. And when they write this stuff, they do technical stuff, but the way they explain things about how the government works, and there's a few just, I don't know. And this is 1916, and people didn't trust the government. We were right in the middle of going into World War I, and I mean, it's kind of the same then in some ways as it is now. But at any rate, that's one of the things about joining the ARRL that I found, and I wanted to go through. There's a lot. They have a lot, many, many years of this. And one of my hobbies was just collecting PDF files of every QST I get my hands on, So I don't know. I think that's worth it. I don't really care who takes the money, who does what, as far as the ARL is concerned, or where the money goes to. I could care less. I mean, there's just a resource of stuff on there that that I find interesting because I like the past. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there watching this probably feel the same way. There's a lot to learn from the past. In this particular topic of ham radio, It's kind of how, when you read these periodicals that were written during the times. I mean, everything was written kind of the same way, the newspapers, everything. So if I go back to a 1915 QST in the month of October, I could go totally bonkers and start looking up newspapers and articles from that month and that year and just do a little history lesson. To me, that's interesting stuff. And it's something to talk about. So just another thing, I don't know if there's other ham radio websites. I don't know if QRZ has archives like this. They have stuff that is equally cool and interesting that I like exploring. I spent a lot of time on the computer clicking and looking at stuff. And when I found the archives, I was like, this is really cool. So just a thought. 73 CLG.